Hello, you've tuned into an Aquaforce deck profile. This is my own build. It's Thavas, as you can probably see. Before I get into the build, I'd like to point out that I'd like to make two videos about a deck. The first one, which will be this one, is just a deck profile that goes through what cards make up the deck and their skills. The second video, which should be coming out shortly, will go into why I play those cards in that deck, and so on and so forth. Anyway, let's get on with the deck. Starting things off with the Grade Zeros, my starting Vanguard is Kelpie Rider Mitros. He came from G-Clan Booster 2, and his skills are as follows. Auto Forerunner, and Auto Rearguard Circle, Generation Break 1 and Wave third time or more. Put this unit into your soul. When your Vanguard attacks, if you have a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Thavas in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to one Grade 3 card with Thavas in its card name, call it to Rearguard Circle, shuffle your deck, and at the end of your turn, return that unit to your hand. Next up, for the triggers, I'm running 4 copies of Battle Siren Malika. She originally came out in BT13, and this is the reprint version from GBT09. Her skill is Act on the Rearguard Circle, put this unit into your soul, choose one of your Aquaforce, and it gets plus 3000 power until end of turn. Then I'm running 4 heal triggers, obviously. This is Officer Cadet Ionas from Fighters Collection 2017. Her skill is as follows. Auto, choose a Grade 1 or less card from your hand and discard it. When this card is discarded from hand for the cost of calling Guard Leader of Sky and Water Ionas from the G-Zone, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card. Next up, I'm running 4 copies of Supersonic Sailor. He's from Booster Set 9, not G Booster Set 9, but Booster Set 9. His skill is Act on the Rearguard Circle. Put this unit into your soul. If you have an Aquaforce Vanguard, choose up to 1 card in your damage zone and turn it face up. Or, as we say nowadays, countercharge 1. And lastly for the triggers, another 4 criticals, Kelpie Rider Petros. Petros was originally released in Clan Booster 2, G-Clan Booster 2, and this one is from the SP Clan Pack from GBT09. Her skill is Auto on the Rearguard Circle. Put this unit into your soul. When your Vanguard attacks, if you have a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Thavas in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card, choose up to one of your Vanguards, and it gets plus 5000 power until the end of that battle. Starting things off for Grade 1 is Ocean Keeper Plato. He's from G Booster Set 2. And has the following skills. Continuous Sentinel. You can only have up to 4 cards with Continuous Sentinel in a deck. And Auto. Choose a card from your hand and discard it. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle from hand, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your Vanguards that's being attacked, and that unit cannot be hit until the end of the battle. Then, if there is a card named Ocean Keeper Plato in your drop zone, choose a card from your damage zone and turn it face up, or countercharge 1. Next up, 4 copies of Kelpie Rider Nikki from G Booster Set 2. This one's from G Booster Set 9. It was in the SP Clan Pack. Skill is as follows. Auto, choose a Grade 3 card in your hand and reveal it. When this unit is placed on Rearguard Circle from hand, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 Grade 3 card with Thavas in its card name, reveal it to your opponent, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck, choose a card from your hand and discard it. And his second skill is Continuous in the hand. While you're paying the cost for Stride, this card gets Grade plus 2. Next, 3 copies of Battle Siren Stacia, again from G Booster Set 2. Her skill is Continuous on Rearguard Circle at Generation Break 1. During your turn, this unit gets Continuous on Rearguard Circle. This unit can attack from the back row, and Auto Rearguard Circle when this unit attacks. If this unit is in your back row, this unit gets plus 3000 power until the end of that battle. And rounding things off for the Grade 1s, 3 copies of Battle Siren Melania. She was from G-Clan Booster 2, and she has the following skills. Auto, Rearguard Circle, Generation Break 1, Wave third time or more. Counterblast 1, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Thavas in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card, and this unit gets plus 5000 power until the end of that battle. Her second skill is Continuous, Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle, and Guardian Circle, Resist. This unit cannot be chosen by the effects of your opponent's cards. Now on to Grade 2. First up, 4 copies of Tidal Assaults. Originally printed in Booster Set 13. This is the reprint version from G Revival Collection 1. His skill is also on Rearguard Circle. Once per turn, at the end of the battle, this unit attacks the Vanguard. If you have an Aquaforce Vanguard, stand this unit, and this unit gets minus 5,000 power until end of turn. Now from G Trial Deck 4, 3 copies of Magnum Assault. He's misprinted, so I'll read out the proper skill and then point out where the misprint was. His skill is also on Rearguard Circle, once per turn, Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1. At the end of the battle, this unit attacks a Vanguard. If this unit was boosted during that battle, you may pay the cost. If you do, stand this unit, and this unit gets plus 2,000 power until end of turn. As I said, it's Counterblast 1, the cost for this card, but it's not printed on the card. Next up, 3 copies of Battle Siren Adelaide. She came from Clan Booster 2, and her skill is as follows. Also Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1, and Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on Rearguard Circle, if you have a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Thavas in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, until end of turn, this unit gets plus 2,000 power, and also Rearguard Circle, once per turn, at the end of the battle, this unit attacks a Vanguard, stand this unit. And rounding things off for Grade 2, from G Booster Set 2, 2 copies of Saberflow Sailor. Her skill is also on the Rearguard Circle at Generation Break 1, retire this unit. At the end of the battle, this unit attacks a Vanguard. If it's the 4th battle of that turn or more, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw 2 cards. And finishing off the main deck, the Grade 3s, starting off with 3 copies of Jockey of the Great Sea Skiros. He was from G Clan Booster 2, and his skills are as follows. Continuous on the Vanguard Circle, Generation Break 1. All the units in your front row Rearguard Circles get continuous Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle, Guardian Circle, Resist. His second skill is, also when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, choose up to one of your units, and until end of turn it gets also Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle, wave 3rd time or more. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, look up 5 cards from the top of your deck, search up to 1 Grade 3 or greater card from among them, reveal it to your opponent, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. And then, of course, this is a Thavas deck, so 4 copies of One Who Surpasses the Storm, Thavas. This is from G Trial Deck 4, and this is from the GBT09 SP Clan Pack. His skills are as follows. Auto, Vanguard Circle, Generation Break 2. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if it's the 4th battle of that turn or more, until end of the battle, this unit gets +1 critical, and your opponent cannot call cards, Grade 0 cards from hand to Guardian Circle. And also Vanguard Circle, during your turn, when your G units stride, choose one of your Vanguards, and until end of turn, it gets also Vanguard Circle. When your unit attacks a Vanguard, if it's the 4th battle of that turn, choose 3 of your opponent's rear guards. Your opponent chooses 1 card from among them and then retires it. This one from the SP Clan Pack is properly printed. The one from the Trial Deck is improperly printed. It says when this unit attacks a Vanguard in the Stride skill here. It should say when your unit attacks a Vanguard, as it says here. The skill doesn't only go off when your Vanguard attacks on the 4th battle, it goes off when any of your unit attacks the Vanguard on the 4th battle. Anyway, onto the G-Zone. And starting off the G-Zone, we have 4 copies of Storm Dominator Commander Thavas. These 2 copies were the original print from G Clan Booster 2. This is the reprint version from G Booster Set 9, and this is the one from the SP Clan Pack in GBT09. His skill is, act on Vanguard Circle once per turn, choose a face-down card, name Storm Dominator Commander Thavas from your G-Zone, and turn it face up. Choose up to one of your rear guards, and until end of turn it gets plus 5,000 power, and continuous Rearguard Circle, this unit can attack from the back row. And until end of turn, this unit gets also Vanguard Circle Generation Break 3, wave 4th time only. When your unit attacks a Vanguard, choose 3 of your opponent's rear guards. Your opponent chooses 1 rear guard from among them and retires it. Then, 4 copies of Marine General of Heavenly Silk Lambros from G Booster Set 2. His skill is also on Vanguard Circle. Choose a face-down card named Marine General of Heavenly Silk Lambros from your G-Zone and turn it face up. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if it's the 4th battle of that turn or more, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 2 of your rear guards and stand them. Then, if the number of face-up cards in your G-Zone is 2 or more, the units that stand by this effect get plus 10,000 power until end of turn. Then, from GBT09, 2 copies of Storm Lament Wailing Thavas. This is the GR, this is the SGR. His skill is also on Vanguard Circle Generation Break 3. When this unit attacks, For each battle that a rearguard attacked during this turn, your opponent chooses one of his or her rearguards and retires it. And also Vanguard Circle Generation Break 2, wave third time or more. Counterblast 1, when this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do until end of battle, this unit gets plus 5,000 power for each battle that a rearguard attacks during this turn, and your opponent cannot call grade 1 cards from hand to Guardian Circle. Finishing off the strides, from Fighters Collection 2016, 1 Air Elements Breeze. His skill is Axe in the G Zone, Counterblast 2, choose a card from your hand and discard it. If you have a grade 3 Vanguard, if the number of face-up cards in your G-Zone is 0, your opponent's Vanguard is grade 2, and no unit was placed on your opponent's Vanguard circle during the ride phase of your opponent's preceding turn, stride this card on your Vanguard circle from face down. And continuous, this unit is from all clans and nations. Moving on to G-Guardians. 1 copy of Guard Leader of Sky and Water Floatia. She's from Fighters Collection 2016. Her skill is also when this unit is placed on Guardian Circle. If it's the first or second battle of that turn, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield until end of that battle. Then, from GPT-09, Blue Storm Deterrence Dragon, Ice Barrier Dragon. His skill is auto, wave, first time or fourth time or more. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, this unit gets plus 10,000 shield until end of that battle. From Fighters Collection 2016, 1 Dark Element Dismal. His skills are continuous on Guardian Circle Resist, and also when this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, choose one of your rearguards until end of turn. That unit cannot be hit and cannot be chosen by the effects of your opponent's cards. And continuous, this unit is from all clans and nations. Lastly, for the G-Guardians, for the G-Zone, and for the deck, 2 copies of Guard Leader of Sky and Water, Ionas. His skill, he's from G Fighters Collection 4, Fighters Collection 2017. His skill is Auto Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1, choose a face-down G-Guardian from your G-Zone and turn it face-up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 5 of your rearguards until end of turn. They get continuous rearguard circle resist and continuous rearguard circle. This unit cannot be hit, and this unit gets plus 5,000 shield for each chosen unit. Finally, thank you very much for watching this deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it, and look out for the in-depth analysis of this deck coming out sometime soon.